The corporate boardroom was completely silent, except for the sound of my high heels clicking against the marble floor. I walked straight to the head of the table, where my boss, Arthur, was sitting with a smug smile on his face. He had just announced to the entire company that I was being fired for gross negligence, and that my 5 years of hard work meant absolutely nothing. He claimed that I had leaked confidential client data to our biggest competitor, a lie he fabricated to cover up his own massive financial fraud. The other directors looked at me with pity, assuming my career was over and that I would leave the building in tears. But they did not know that I was not packing my bags to go home. I was walking down to the server room to activate a hidden clause in the company software that I built completely from scratch. Arthur thought he was getting rid of a troublesome employee, but he forgot that without my personal encryption key, the entire multi-million-dollar system would permanently lock itself in exactly 60 seconds. I am Rachel. I am 32 years old, and for half a decade, I was the lead software engineer and backbone of this financial firm. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into building a secure trading platform that made Arthur a very wealthy man. I always believed that loyalty would be rewarded, but corporate greed changes people. And when the blame needed to fall on someone, Arthur chose me as his scapegoat. Before I tell you how the system crashed during their biggest investor meeting and exposed Arthur's crimes to the world, welcome to Talescape. If you want to improve your English listening skills through deep human drama, please hit that subscribe button right now. Let us dive straight back into the story. Arthur was a master manipulator. He knew how to take credit for everyone else's work while playing the role of a visionary leader. When the company began losing millions due to his secret offshore gambling habits, he realized the auditors would find out during the upcoming annual review. To save himself, he transferred the missing funds using my digital signature and created a fake trail of emails, making it look like I was selling corporate secrets. When he handed me the termination letter in front of the board, he told me to hand over my laptop and leave the premises immediately, saying that people like me did not belong in high-level business. But Arthur made a fatal mistake. He knew nothing about coding or how software architecture actually functions. While he was celebrating my departure with champagne in the main office, I used my personal phone to log into the mainframe one last time. I did not steal anything, and I did not delete any data. I simply deactivated my employee license key, which was legally registered under my own name, not the company's. An hour later, while Arthur was presenting to a room full of international billionaires, every screen in the building flashed bright red. The system requested the master administrator key, a key that only I possessed. When Arthur tried to bypass the security, the system automatically triggered a fraud alert protocol, broadcasting his hidden offshore accounts and the true transaction histories directly onto the massive presentation screens for every investor to see. My phone started ringing constantly with panicked calls from Arthur and the board members, begging me to return and fix the glitch. But I just smiled, turned my phone off, and watched the company's stock plummet from a coffee shop across the street. They wanted a scapegoat, but instead, they got a lesson they will never forget. Before you go, let us look at 3 advanced English expressions from Rachel's dramatic story to boost your vocabulary. The first expression is a scapegoat. This is a person who is blamed for the wrongdoings, mistakes, or faults of others, especially for reasons of expediency. For example, the manager made the new assistant a scapegoat for the failed project. The second expression is built from scratch. This means to create something completely from the very beginning, without using any pre-existing parts or frameworks. For example, he built his successful website completely from scratch. The third expression is plummeted. This means to fall or drop straight down at a very high speed, often used to describe stock prices or temperatures. For example, when the bad news leaked, the company's shares plummeted instantly. Thank you for watching Talescape. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with other English learners.